Alright guys, so this is the second video in a three-part series that we're doing where we are going to try to find out what $2,000 worth of accessories and upgrades does to the $10,000 used pickup truck project. Basically what we're doing is we set a cap of $2,000 and what can we get for that price range, which I think most people can budget for if they have a truck that's in good condition, good mechanical condition, doesn't really need any mechanical work done to it, but they want to really make the truck more special to them and they've had it for a while and they want to find out what they can do for $2,000 that can really make the truck work a little harder for them, but at the same time still have that appeal. So all the accessories that we'll be installing on this truck today came from eTrailer.com. We'll put links in the description of this video if you're interested in doing similar upgrades to your own vehicle. They're all upgrades that add utility to the truck. So nothing that we're doing is purely cosmetic. Everything that we're doing is going to make this truck have more capability and functionality. So this is the second video in this three-part series, and we're going to go ahead and show you what we're going to be putting on the truck today. So the first one is going to be the easy one, and the second one is going to be a little bit more difficult. So you probably noticed that he has no vent visors over his windows. What do vent visors do? They allow you to lower your windows slightly if it's really hot outside and you want to allow fresh air to get in and not have the chance of rain getting into your vehicle. Or if you're just cruising down the road, you want a little bit of fresh air and it might be raining, or simply you just want to allow that ventilation without having to worry about anything getting in your vehicle or people seeing that your window's overtly open. So we are going to be installing these WeatherTech side window deflectors on the truck today. This will be the front and the back, and it will give him the ability again to keep his windows cracked and allow some ventilation to come into the truck. This is a very simple install, but you do have to do it the way they tell you to do it for it to work properly. So let's go ahead and get started installing these. So here they are, front windows, back windows. And these are the in-channel style, which means there's no adhesive to hold them on. They simply snap into the channel that your window would normally roll up into. These shouldn't take any time to install. Okay, so now what you need to do is insert this first piece down here like that, and then the back piece you're going to bow in. I guess I'll hold this way to do that. The back piece you're going to kind of bow it in to that groove right there, and then you're going to work the rest of it in place. Got a little bit more right here. There you go. There you go. It's locked into your channel now. Here we go. Now let's go ahead and install the passenger side. There we go. There we go. A little bit still right here. There you go. So because the back windows don't roll up or have a groove, you're going to have these attached with double-sided tape. So all he's going to do is pull the little strip of backing off and place it above the window, and he should be set to go. Okay. Now the tape is actually going to go right on the inner edge of the glass, and it matches the contour perfectly. So if you do this right, it'll look really good. Make sure the top portion's on too, so I'll put a hand right here to help you. So the top portion's on. Go ahead and press whenever you're ready. And just kind of press down and it should stick just fine. Looks really good. Even though they're more cosmetic than anything, but definitely adds to the appeal to have the front and the rear ones on. And they give you these nifty wipes to clean your glass up so the adhesive sticks. Now the instructions indicate you need to put your window up and halfway down 5 times after installing them. Okay, so now we have both front and rear vent visors on. WeatherTech vent visors. They look really good. The front ones are in channel, which means they don't use adhesive to stick in there. You simply put them inside of the channel of the window. They have a very clean look to them, and the back ones are primarily on this truck cosmetic since you don't roll the back windows down, but they definitely give it a more completed look. Very cool upgrade. So we've done 3 upgrades to this truck so far. The first one was the Husky floor liners that we installed in the last video, so you want to check that one out if you want to see which ones we went with. The second one is the BedRug, and the third one is the window vent visors from WeatherTech. So we have 3. We're going to install 1 more in this video, and then we're going to save the last one for the final video, which will be the video after this one. All right, so in the last video, the big install out of the 2 was the BedRug. And the BedRug is a fantastic product for protecting your bed. But whenever you put something back there, you may want to maybe take a TV home, or you might want to take something that just can't get wet. So naturally, the next big upgrade that we're going to do is going to be a TonneauPro roll-up tonneau cover for his truck. So this is going to protect anything he puts in the bed of his truck from the wind, rain, or debris, or even from prying eyes. It's very cool. It works very well, very similar to the Access bed cover that I use, but it's going to give him a lot of security as well as protection for anything he might have in the bed of his truck. So the tonneau cover is in that box over there. It has the top as well as the rails, which is pretty much expected. Then you have your clamps here, which hold the rails to the side of the bed. And then you have a cleaning kit which comes with it, which is really nice, as well as a patch kit. They give you a nice set of gloves, and then they give you the instructions. Okay, so the way that you always install these first is to throw the rails in and get the rails attached to the side. Once you've attached the rails to the side, you're going to attach what's called a tension plate. The tension plate is what keeps the entire assembly nice and taut once it's on the back of the truck, so it doesn't have all the waves or the bumps that you see in some lower end ones. Okay, so to install this, we're simply going to take the rail. It's got a rubber gasket right here, and it's got a lip, and it's going to rest right above it like that. Okay, what you want to do is you want to close the tailgate and make sure that it fits directly between it, and you're going to slide this rail all the way towards the front of the truck, not towards the tailgate, and there should be maybe a 1/4 of an inch when everything's said and done, which I think our spacing is perfect. The back of the tailgate is pressing right up against the actual gasket, which is exactly where we want it to be. Next, we're going to start installing clamps. This is where 2 sets of hands really come in handy. So you're simply going to take the clamp, put it under the rail, and then start to tighten it. Okay, so we have the 3 clamps on this side and the 3 clamps on this side attached and tightened down. So at this point, we've done as instructed and removed the tension plate and the lock nut from the ends. Okay, so now that you have your tension plates removed, you're going to place them in this first little notch and then put them down like that on both sides and remove the washers because they'll go on the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and lift the cover and those bolts and place them inside of here. And then we're going to unwind the entire assembly and see if we need to move this further this way, which would put more tension on the actual cover and make it smoother. Okay, so we have the bolt that goes through the tension plate in place. We have the lock nut and washer in place, and we have it adjusted right now at its closest to the tailgate setting, which would be the loosest. But if it fits tight, if everything fits well, then this is where it's going to stay. We'll open it back up and tighten these nuts back down. Okay, so everything's really nice and tight when you close it. We've tightened up both of these nuts, so we should be able to just roll this thing back and see how it fits. Okay, so there it is. We have the TonneauPro secured, locked in place. Looks really good. It's a little bit tight when you first install it, simply because it's new, and there may be a little play once it warms up to full temperature, but looks really nice, and all these little wrinkles are going to work themselves out. Plus, you can actually put a little bit of tension on the side here when you close it to get rid of those wrinkles. That's what I do on my Access cover as well. There you go. Looks really good. I love these roll-up style covers because they let you use your entire bed. They're moderately priced at around $350 to $400 for a good one, and about $250 to $350 for a fairly inexpensive one. They hold up really well. They secure everything you have in the bed. Of course, if somebody wants to come by and vandalize it, then, you know, then anybody who really wants to put a lot of effort into breaking into anything can probably do it. Even the hard covers, there's ways to easily break the plastic clips that hold those in place. But overall, this is a really good cover. Looks really nice and smooth. It finishes off the truck really well. I can honestly say the truck is coming along really nice. So let's go over the 4 big upgrades that we've done to the truck so far. New Husky liner mats. New WeatherTech vent visors. Got the BedRug bed liner. And now the brand new TonneauPro vinyl roll-up tonneau cover. If you want to see what goes in last, for the last final video, you'll have to wait till the next video. Anyways, guys, I will put a link in the description for all of this stuff if this is stuff you're interested in for your truck. Right now, we're at a total of only about maybe $1,200 for everything. Actually, probably a little less. The next one's going to move us about to the $1,500 range total, well under our $2,000 budget. Anyways, guys, now is a great time to subscribe if you want to catch the next video and see what we're going to do next. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.